Hello, this is Christina Matthew going over the Imagine Learning pilot information. This is for your reference or in case you were not able to come to the meeting. So the purpose of this Imagine Learning pilot is it links back to our school improvement plan. We want to be equal to or better than the state on the SC Ready in the area of meets and exceeds by 2021. We want to compare students that are using Imagine Learning this year to students that are not using Imagine Learning. So this way, at the end of the year, we can make decisions on really what software programs best meet the needs of our students at our school. You'll also notice that the teachers that are using the pilot, some of them have ESOL students, some of them have SPED, some of them just have general education students in their class. But really the point of it is for us to have this diverse group that really we can see who is this program working for, who is it not working for. We'll be utilizing the data from the program as well as other forms of assessment such as RI and MI to help compare the growth from your group of students to students that are not part of this pilot. And when it comes to our EL subgroup, Imagine Learning, Language, and Literacy has shown amazing potential for growth, which I know is important to a lot of you because most of you have EL students in your class. The data is going to be used, like I said, to inform our decisions for next year, to help us answer what software is showing the best results for our students, and to answer are there students that the software is not working for. Here's some supporting data, and you'll receive a view-only copy of this. So you'll have those links you can click on, and it has how it's connected with our current Fontes and Pinnell Word Study program, which our kindergarten and first grade teachers are using. It also compares the program to SmartyAnts and MobyMax and shows where Imagine Learning excels in some of the areas that these programs do not. It's also aligned to our WIDA standards, which are what our ESOL students are required, some of their required learning to have. And then there's some additional research for you in case you'd like to look more into that. So in order to log in, there's two links that I would bookmark as teachers. There's this one, which is how to access language and literacy, and this one, which is how to access Imagine Math. Then for your students, they're going to be logging in through Clever. And during the training, the live training that we did access this, but your students will go in through Clever to sign in for this. Now, when it comes to LAPS, we did receive approval, and you are able to use Imagine Learning for your LAPS. For now, when you go into your LAP, you'll select it's an approved site-specific intervention. The district is working on one that will say specifically that it's Imagine Language and Literacy. But for right now, if you don't see Imagine Language and Literacy as an option for the LAP, you can just put in approved site-specific intervention. Please utilize Language and Literacy program in lieu of SmartyAnts because this is going to help us collect good data to compare our students using SmartyAnts versus our students that are using Language and Literacy. As far as the usage requirements go, your students over here has a number of minutes that are recommended for them to spend, especially for students that are on a LAP. You're going to want them to go on it every day for 30 minutes because that's a requirement for our state for our LAP interventions is that they are receiving 30 minutes every day. But if you have students that are not on a LAP, you could use these other recommended times. So for kindergarten, it's just 15 minutes. And then over here, it has a number of sessions a week. First and second grade, 20 minutes. And here's the number of recommended sessions a week. And third grade, and the number of recommended sessions. As you see, it's not recommended every day. If they do go on it more, that's fine. But like I said, if they are in a LAP, they must be getting that intervention every day for 30 minutes. Then we have our two other programs. We have MathFacts and Imagine Math, which we'll also take a look at. MathFacts is very similar to Reflex in that it has the addition, fact, subtraction, multiplication, and division. And that's just recommended 30 minutes once a week. And then we have Imagine Math, which is going to cover the rest of the math standards, not just the fluency, the fact fluency, and that's just recommended for 30 minutes or 45 minutes, 2 times a week. Blueprint we're not using at our school, so you could just ignore that. But as you see, this can easily be part of your station rotations. Like I said, it does not have to be every day that you're using this. It could just be that once a week or twice a week. Thank you for agreeing to be part of this pilot. We're really excited to get started. And right now, since we are using this to compare data points, fidelity is extremely important. We will ask for your feedback during and at the end of the pilot, so this way we can help us make a decision too. We will have a training that will go more in depth, and that will be with the Imagine Learning in the winter, which will be sometime in January. And during that session, by then your students will have been on Imagine Learning for several weeks and will be able to look at some of the reports that's generated. So for right now, it's mostly just important to get your students on the program. And then as far as the data reports and other features of the program, we'll be able to dive more into that in January. Thank you again for being part of it. And if you have any questions, feel free to contact me.